Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? Light mode. That's because we're gonna be going outside. How you guys doing? Been quite a while since I've done IRL on Twitch and on YouTube regular. I've been doing a lot of vertical live streams on YouTube. Gets me a little bit more viewers, but there's just something about like not being able to have the regular kind of stream set up. And so, I don't know, we're just getting ready, and then I'm going to stuff you guys in the backpack. And we got a lot of cleaning to do, but we're not doing that today. We're going hiking. We're going to be doing some more cleaning eventually. It's just not really a thing right now. So right now, let's make sure we're going to make some caffeinated hydration beverage. So let's go in here. Get some guarana powder. This is some heavy caffeine. It's not like we're going crazy, but this is some liquid IV. I only got this like temporarily. I'm going to be making my own hydration beverage with potassium. It's just so much cheaper eventually, but right now we may as well use I caught it. May as well use the liquid IV for now, but like later just some potassium, the no salt, and some just regular salt. And that gives you like electrolytes. But for now, let's see if I can get this steady. Oh, can't really. There we go. Yeah, use my arm strength or my armpit strength. Use armpit strength. Yeah, armpit strength. Holding IRL camera. The two-handed, double-fisted. Okay, here we go. Put that in here. Oh, okay. Stir it up a little bit. Stir up some drama. That's what we do. Professional streamer. Okay, guarana powder. We're going to get 1 scoop. Just about 2 cups of coffee. About 2 cups of coffee. A little bit less. Put that in there. That's the guarana powder. Really super cost efficient. Super cost efficient caffeine source. And it's also super healthy. It's got tannins, which slow the caffeine absorption, so it lasts longer and doesn't really get as jittery. It's really good for going out on backpacking adventures or rucking, which is what I got going on. Get some more water. And we gotta stir this up. Ugh, tastes nasty. Yeah. IRL going on a hike. Well, we got to prepare first. Got my alt phone. Let's see. This is what we're wearing, I guess. Not the most stylish. But you know what? We got to go for utility because we're going out on a hike. I got to put on some sunblock. So we're going to put on some sunblock. We got to do our hair so that it doesn't get in our face. What's up, Trace? Tracer. She kind of a baddie, though. You think so? I don't really know about that. I mean, I am kind of a baddie. Bad out of hell. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really quite in like model status lately. I'm gonna get there, don't worry. I'm just kind of trying to go through each day, holding on until I can get to a more situated life situation. I'm waiting for the resources to come together. I got resources, you know, I got resources coming together. It's just kind of annoying that it's just taking like a ridiculously long time. Hey, getting our electrolytes and our caffeine going. Um, I can put this. I don't know where I have this. Oh no, not this one. I got something where I can put this literally on my wrist. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's not it. I got like a wrist strap somewhere. Here it is. I don't know if it fits that phone though. Maybe. Oh, I guess I can fit any phone. Let's try to put it on. Yeah, I got one of these things. But yeah, it like stretches. Yeah, it'll fit. And then you put it on like this, and yeah, you can turn this way. Um, oh, yeah, I gotta put it on my wrist like that. And then we're crying in my room. Yeah, I don't really feel super attractive lately. I know sometimes people want to like kind of cheer me up, but I really don't feel super attractive lately. I'm like kind of in survival mode, and it's like kind of sucks. Okay, here we go. And now I got, hey, what's up, Prison Clash? Now I got Twitch chat on my wrist. Yeah, if you want to go like IRL mode like this, I can just. Here you guys are. We're going to be outdoors. I need to loosen this up a bit. We're going to be outdoors. I got to put on some sunscreen. The licorice chew stick. Oh, it's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, I think this is fine. Right? Okay. I need to put some sunblock on. Yeah. Oh, with this. Put it on my face. Or maybe just first clean my face. Then aloe vera gel. Maybe a little too much. Um, Hopefully we don't get disconnected. We shouldn't. I've kind of tested this before. I can go pretty. There's places where I get good connection, and I guess no better way than to just try, see where I get disconnected and see where I have stable connection, stable Ronaldo. Okay. Now protect our skin from the harsh radiation. I'm trying to find like a new balance with my life where I try to focus on the here and now more often than focusing on all these things that are, that I'm struggling with, because it's like I'm getting to a place in my life, where I don't really have these, like, I have a few like big picture goals to meet. But in order to meet those, I think I need to like learn how to just exist in the moment. So it's like, with these live streams, I want to work on, I'm gonna like set a an intention of like these live streams to try to just exist in the moment, and also try to find things to talk about that are less about my personal struggles. Nobody really wants to hear about your struggles. It's where are we going? We're just going hiking. I'm debating on whether or not to drive somewhere because I don't really know if the connection will be very stable in certain places. I would like to go hiking in certain places that don't have connection. I don't have that kind of I don't have that kind of connection where I could go off grid or anything like that. I got to go to places where I have stable connections. I also need to get the. Well, for now I can keep the phone plugged in, but I need to bring the battery. Let's just clean it off a little bit because it's dirty. I found it while I was cleaning my room, while I was crying in my room. But it's got some dirt on it, so we're going to wipe it off just a bit. Trying to find things about life that are more interesting in the moment. I think that's actually going to be like a huge deal for me because it's like that's really what life is. And I've been missing out. I have experienced moments where it's like I was in environments where like I was in environments where like school, like going to take that acting class. That was a situation where things were going pretty much in the moment, but I had some meltdown issues where I was focused more on my long-term living situation again, and that's when I get meltdowns. That's when I get frustrated and I feel like a failure and all those kind of things. I need to reapply some of the. I think getting more in my back area, recovering my main body. So we don't need to put sunscreen on here. Maybe just to be safe. Well, put some over where the scar tissue is. Okay, I need to get. I'm going to change into some pants. But let's wait for all the sunscreen to get locked in. We gotta get locked in. And we're finishing our caffeinated electrolyte drink. And just kind of like setting intentions, like I want to try to go to TwitchCon this year if possible. And I could probably find places I can probably stream. I'm kind of reluctant to stream because I don't know, but I mean no better way than to learn. I don't want to do anything inappropriate. I don't want to be rude. I want to follow all the like kind of social protocol. I don't but sometimes you have to learn by doing. It's just I don't want to come across as somebody who's a problem. Especially since like last TwitchCon there was a whole bunch of people that were invading people's boundaries, like kick streamers. I've been pretty good. I've been live streaming on YouTube a lot on vertical live streams. So I know not everybody follows that. I've been mostly journaling and doing some writing. I finished a blog article that I need to go. Now I need to revise it and publish it. But I finished a blog article. It's like almost 6,000 words. It really adds up just doing like daily writing. Like it really adds up. And just working with the people I need to work with at North Bay Regional Center, waiting for them to start services. It's really frustrating waiting for them, but I can't do anything about it. And so I'm just trying to live in the moment, the music, the moment. You know, just trying to like live in the moment because it's like, but then it's like I don't really feel like I have a personality. Like, I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, I feel like I don't have a personality. Like, my whole personality is my struggle, and that's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. But, you know, I'm working on stuff. Um, I don't really know who I am outside of this struggle. Like, I got all my surgeries, and then I'm still trying to get away from that part of my identity of like being somebody who's pursuing surgeries. Like, that's like that's getting easier as time goes on because it's not in my control anymore. It's just literally that's why I got the surgeries was because it forces life to it forces reality. Like reality is just that I don't have to worry about it anymore. Like that's why I worked so hard to get all of that to happen. But now that like I'm living with the new reality with, you know, all the surgery stuff done, now I'm having trouble figuring out who I am. And so like that's kind of the journey we're on together. I try not to go live a lot, maybe, but I mean, I think it's good to sometimes go live because it kind of forces me to get used to expressing myself in a way that I practiced a lot, which is like having a public facing journal. And it like documents a lot of stuff that's going on. And so I think there is inherent value in documenting what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing, because through the process of documenting it, you're actively working through the things that you're trying to solve. So like there is inherent value, I think, in trying to find like like we're on an adventure, like almost like the hiking. Like we're on an adventure. Um, Now I could try to find places where we could drive to where I could still maintain coverage. I think I need to open the Xfinity app. Oh, I'm not signed in on this phone. Oh no, yeah, I am. Okay, that was a different app. Um, yeah, Wi-Fi hotspots. Yeah, Wi-Fi hotspots. Um, okay. So I know where to go. There's certain places where it cuts out. But yeah, I think I know where we're going. Oh no, there's a certain point. There's a certain point where it cuts out, and then we won't be able to connect. Um, yeah, there's 1,000+ connections. 200+ locations locally. I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I could either go out from here or I could drive. We can set up. I have a mount now with a charger in the car. Sometimes it might cut out, but I'm trying to find. Okay, there seems to be good places to park. I guess we could just drive around and see where it cuts out. This can be like kind of a test run. There's some interestingly nice places to go hiking, but I need to make sure that I'm going to stay connected with a strong connection. Yeah, I've been kind of like in a daze lately. Like, I just don't really know what I want. Like, that's actually kind of where I've been. Like, I kind of don't really know what I want to do. But I guess, we can find out by doing. We can go for a drive, figure out where the connection cuts out, where the stream cuts out. I can see the connection here. So it's like we can know where to avoid by going out to actually go drive and do it. I won't be able to read chat while we're driving. I'm going to have to stuff you in the backpack until we get to until I can pull over and put you guys back on the mount. Okay, I think I know where to go. I think I know where to go. Yeah, there's some really good places to go, and it seems like there's Wi-Fi hotspots there. But not really. Kinda. Actually, I haven't really gone. We can see if Forestville works. Places to hike there. We could go to Healdsburg. Healdsburg is great. Yeah, let's go to Healdsburg. Healdsburg is a great place to hike. It's a really small town. We can't go into any businesses with stream. I'd have to put you in the backpack if I stop anywhere. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go to Healdsburg. Hopefully I don't get stream sniped. Well, if we do, it's gonna be out in public, so it's like okay, I need to let's get ready. Keeping you plugged in. It's almost like it's like by IRL streaming, it's like I have an imaginary friend. And they're called Twitch chat. Okay, I gotta bring the USB cables. One's longer and I can keep it plugged in while I'm streaming. The other one is a backup one in case I need to plug in the chat phone. All right, so I need to go to the bathroom. I need to get dressed, and then we're gonna get ready to go. And I'll stuff you in the backpack, and then we're gonna drive for a little bit, and then I'll mount you up, and then get mounted, and then we're gonna drive and see where the stream cuts out. I can't really look at the screen while I'm driving, so I mean we'll see. I'll watch the stream later and see where it cuts out, so I can know I mean I'm not going to be able to see where I am, but I can kind of guess. I know Sonoma County like the back of my hand. I'll be your tour guide. But we're gonna test out some IRL streaming and see if we piss anybody off. Hopefully not. I'm trying to be nice, and I don't want to I don't think people really care. Sonoma County is kind of a place where I think people expect you to kind of be like kind of social media-y. Like it's kind of it's not a small town really. Like it's kind of like San Francisco minus. So it's like I think people kind of expect people to like be like doing live streaming and stuff here. It's not really the kind of it's not really like a place where it's like people are gonna if somebody gets in my face we can deal with that, but most likely not gonna happen, especially since I'm pretty reasonable. I have learned from mistakes in the past where it's like I think like I was a little bit too rude once with there was a street performer, and I didn't ask his permission before I've done this before on stream where it's like I don't really know all the etiquette for IRL streaming, and so it's like I try to be more polite. I try not to be rude, but there's a certain point I need to just get over it and just do it. So anyway, I'm gonna get dressed and then we'll start our adventure. Dino dance and chat. I forgot to get underwear. Okay, and I'm also gonna have to get some. I'm also gonna have to get some protein bars. So I'm gonna have to stuff you guys in the backpack when we do that again. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Jay Dizzle. Hey, yo, ayo, ayo. What's up, Jay Dizzle? How you doing? We're gonna be getting going really quick. I just gotta get some protein bars. Get my backpack set up. Okay, so I Go Next canvas travel bag. I'm going a little bit lighter because I'm not going to bring the laptop. Well, I kind of need to. Well, yeah, I guess we're going lighter. Yeah, it's already kind of heavy. I have stuff in there. It's already kind of heavy. Let's put the battery packs in there. Let's see. Yeah, we're about ready to go. So let's connect to the battery packs. There we go. Need water, and we have backup water in the car. And I'll load up the backup water Oh, I can just keep it in the car. No, I'll put it in the bag. Keep plenty of water. We'll have to make sure I know where the Safeway is and stuff like that. I don't really know Healdsburg too well, but we're gonna go to Healdsburg. We're gonna go walk around and stream, see where the stream cuts out, see where we can maintain the stream. Okay, so first we're gonna um, go to the store. I'm gonna stuff you guys in the backpack until we get in the car, situated in the car. So I'll put you guys away for a bit. See you soon, chat. Yeah. Okay. You guys hold on for a bit until we get to the Safeway and I get all my protein. Hey, yeah, we're trying to be independent, living life, and you guys can be my co-pilot to discovering what my life is. It's like you're my imaginary friend. Stability. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I get the experience of babysitting you guys without the responsibility of actual kids. That's what Twitch chat is. Uh, uh. But no, it's great because it's like I'm not so alone. Like I kind of get to have like a little bit of like an adventure because I have someone to talk to while I go through my process. And it's a little bit like having an imaginary friend, but there's worse things. I mean, imagine if I wasn't talking to the camera. Like, imagine if I was just literally talking to myself just now. Like, maybe depends on if we're still connected or not. We probably are. It's going to cut out a bit while we're driving, most likely. But we'll see. This is kind of a test run. Because when I was doing YouTube vertical live streams, it would cut out while I was driving a lot. But this is Lyric's broadcaster, so it might be more stable. Who knows? This is how you learn. You know, you got to learn by doing. So it's like, you know, oh, you know what I need to turn on when I park? I need to turn on TTS for Dink Chat, because then I'll be able to talk to you guys without having to look at the phone. Yeah, that'll be good. Hopefully we don't get in trouble. I got to make sure to drive carefully and not get distracted while I'm driving. That's why I got the phone mount. Let's get all this situated. I gotta go inside. You guys locked in here. But let me turn on TTS. Yeah, we're getting like disconnected, reconnected. I think I need to make sure to connect to the right Wi-Fi, because I think I need to re-authenticate or something. Oh yeah, while we're driving, I can while we're in the car, I can plug in to the car. Yeah, we're connected to Xfinity. Yeah, Xfinity Mobile. It's better than Xfinity Wi-Fi. Or is it? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, no internet access. Yeah, I gotta make sure we don't get disconnected. We might get periodically get disconnected from chat. So I apologize if I miss out on any chat. But it's okay, because while we're driving, it's not really going to be, it's not really going to be as important. But if for when it does work, for when it does work. Hey, what's up, Rafe? Ryan? Hello. This sucks. Yeah, just we're getting some protein bars. So I gotta keep you in the backpack. Let me turn on TTS. Okay, ignore emotes, ignore URLs. Now how about we keep emotes? Okay. Try testing it out. Say something. Yeah, say something.
Hello. How are you?
Got some stuff. Or now we need to set up for driving. Won't be able to read chat, but you guys are on TTS. Behave yourself. Famous last words. Okay. Should be good. How are you? I'm good. Game on hardcore. How are you doing? Okay. Let's make sure. This is kind of annoying. Yeah. Is that better? I think. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. I think we're good. At least. I got some builder's bars. Got 3 of them. Got 3 builder's bars. And I got an extra gallon of water. I'm just gonna put that away. Ow! Ow! I hope, okay, no, not bleeding. Went up against my bike thing. Okay, let's put the additional water in there. It adds extra weight to the backpack. Okay.
You look very well.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to go one day at a time. Not really focusing too much on negative. It is kind of hard to feel safe, like in the sense that I don't really feel secure, like with my life just yet. But we will get there, and it'll be that much better. And this is kind of what these trips are for. Doing live streams like this. It's really important because when I'm in a much more stable situation, it's going to be even better. Even better. You know, so like even though things feel like really difficult right now, here, you know what I can do? I can put Twitch chat on speaker. There we go. We should be. Let me test it.
Rebecca said.
Okay, if you say so. Yeah, so now we're connected to the whole shebang audio. Now we're like, oh, and I can even, oh, cool, I can Velcro. I didn't even think about that. I can actually put it on the backpack. Oh, that's great. Not super secure though. But that's like something to think about. Just put it in there. Okay. Yeah, now you guys are connected to the sound system. Okay. Now we're gonna get to Healdsburg. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is not very conducive. Oh, maybe. No. Oh, that should be fine, right? Yeah, the problem is like the transmission. Only when I'm parking is when it's a problem. I don't want the view of that window so much. Here, I think I know what to do. I can do this. This might actually be better anyway. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I think we just need to move it over. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. We're good. We're good. This will be fine enough. Yeah, we can move the. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I need to put my glasses on probably. I mean, I can see pretty well with without my glasses, but may as well, especially. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna see if we're gonna lose connection on the way there, but we should more or less be fine. Before we get on the road, I need to fix this. Okay. Make sure this is stable before we get on the road. Yeah, it'll be a lot better when we actually get to the hiking. I have like a little bit of a hard time talking while driving, but it's actually like a good skill to have. And like, I was talking about in the stream last time is like sometimes getting into a different kind of state of mindset, like so that you have different thoughts. And I don't know, working through a lot of ideas because it's like I'm having a lot of creativity problems lately. Like I'm not really capable right now, it seems, of having like interesting or entertaining ideas. It's really bothering me. But you know what? Like you have to learn by doing. You can't just sit and wait until you're ready. I think we're going to have to keep it like this. I'm not going to be able to fidget with it a lot. Oh no, what I can do is I need to lock it in place. Yeah, that's why it's swiveling so much, because I forgot to lock it in place. Yeah, it should be better now. But like, I don't know, maybe it's just prolonged long-term stress. Like, stress can really take away a lot of your creativity. Like, I've been going through, like, just like commitment after commitment after commitment of, like, emotional turmoil for a very long time. Like, I've been living in this situation for 10 years, but these past 5 years or 6 years, I've been navigating transgender surgeries. Like, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And now it's like this past year, I've been trying to find out who I really am. Not many people get to a place where they can really truly ask that question. I've gotten to a place where I feel like anybody should always ask that question, but I think there's a lot of stuff that, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I think a lot of people are not as equipped as I currently am. I'm actually really privileged. We might be getting connection issues. Like, it feels really uncomfortable, but it actually is a very good place to be. That I'm asking the important questions. I'm asking the questions that most people.
rebeccaloran is now live. Streaming just chatting.
Oh,
IRL going on a hike.
I guess we're back online. It's hard to accept this.
YouTube. CPD. Hi.
Hey, what's up? It's kind of hard to accept.
Best viewers on streamer.net. Remove the space at Zeta5KS.
Like, now I have, like, all this space to really be, like, working on the important parts that make me who I am. But, like, I need to learn which questions to ask, because it feels like I'm kind of stuck in a loop. Like, I'm in this, like, infinite, and maybe this is part of it. Maybe these are the questions to ask. And it just feels like I'm going in circles, because it's like, it feels like I'm here just to be here. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like it's like my existence seems to feel like I'm only existing just to survive. And maybe it's just because I notice it now a lot more than I used to. Because now I feel primed and ready. Like Amazon Prime. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. No, don't. Don't waste your Twitch Prime on me, unless you want to get rid of ads or whatever. I mean, honestly, I'm not relying on Twitch for money. I have SSI, and yeah, I'm a little bit worked up.
Some of us being here just to be here and going in circles. There can be peace in circle. But when you have a major goal to achieve, then you don't want to be going in circles.
Yeah, so it's like sometimes you just are in a circle, and it's like you have a major goal, and it's like you kind of have to learn how to break out of it, and that's kind of why I'm struggling a lot. But I'm trying to learn how to. I'm starting to learn, I think, the pattern of success that is most important to remember. Okay, let's go this way. We might just go the long way through this way. instead of going on the freeway. I think like the biggest part of it is that like I'm learning this cycle where I'm not panicking as much. Where it's like now I know what the cycle of success feels like. The more you succeed, the more you feel that. When you're first struggling through some things to be successful, like my surgeries, for example, I feel like that I am primed and ready now more than I've ever been in
It
my
is
entire.
good you can realize the bright side of that. At least a circle is not backwards.
Yeah, I mean, a circle is at least staying where you are. I'm not going down, like I'm not going backwards. That's not going to happen. And in order to go backwards, I'd have to like get addicted to hardcore drugs. I'd have to like hang out with like really dangerous, like criminal people. I'd have to be like extremely toxic to go backwards. Like worse than I was before I started going to therapy and transitioning and all that. So it's like, yeah, I'm going in circles, but there's worse places to be. With that being said, I want to move forward with my life. I don't want to just exist on SSI for the rest of my life. The idea of SSI is not so that you live on it the rest of your life. I know a lot of people do, not really that they're trying to do it and take advantage of the system or whatever, because you could argue that like that's a mental illness, because it's like you really want a better life for yourself, and the SSI gives you the tools necessary to work on that, and I'm waiting for these resources to come into fruition. Like I'm waiting for coaching, and it sucks having to wait. But then it's giving me a valuable opportunity, like what we're doing right now, to truly practice living in the moment, going out on adventures, like just trying to find out what I can do that isn't like I need to learn how to go in circles. Like I need to learn how to exist in that state of being because there are times where that's all you can do. And you need to learn how to be comfortable, not necessarily comfortable as in like complacent, but like you need to learn how to like be like okay with it, because that's how life works. Like there's times in your life where things are going to kind of stand still and nothing you do will make it move faster. And I have this issue where I keep trying to control things that I can't, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. It makes me really depressed, and it makes my life worse, and it also has negative social consequences because I keep bringing my problems everywhere with me, and it's like I'm not learning how to just enjoy things. I can't remember the last time I've just straight up enjoyed life, and I feel like it's a little bit hard to do that when you're struggling, but I'm actually doing way better than I could be doing. Like, there are situations I could be in that are like, I've been in homeless shelters before. I've been in situations where life didn't even look like it could possibly get better. And I got out of it. Like the surgeries, that was a really intense portion of my life. Because there was only one way to get out of that, and it was a really difficult process. That is, it wasn't like I could just go to, like there's problems in life. Like the problems I have right now are pretty common. So at least there's a lot more people to help me through it. But being transgender, there's so few people who are going through what I went through. And there's even fewer who were successful. And those people, it's like you have to roll the dice on whether those people are even going to connect with you. But like with the issues I face now, it's such a widespread common situation, like being able to build a career, like being able to earn a living doing, content creation is a part of it, but like being a writer, being a model, being an actress, like these things, and then that's only part of my career. I would love to be able to volunteer at like a place to learn some job skills
How did you ever afford multiple surgeries? Seems so expensive.
Yeah, it's because I'm in California. I got Medi-Cal partnership. It paid for everything. The only thing I actually had to pay for besides gas money for transportation is I had to pay for $1,600 worth of electrolysis for the bottom surgery. The facial surgery was covered by insurance. Orchiectomy was, but I got vaginoplasty a year ago. So